Chiefs map pick. Can they close it out 2-0? We are about to find out. GZ, it's their time to shine. They need to pull a reverse sweep to take the W here today in the first match of ESL 1 Road to Rio for the Oceanic region. It is pistol time.
Yep, good old pistols, and like we were saying, it is ground zero that's going to be starting on that CT side, which is probably a good thing. Whereas for Chiefs, it's just going to be one set of utility for Maker to work with. Like Maker is just faking out the vent drop, but there's a little bit of a gap in the smoke that Burn can be using to exploit. Void is also on top of it as well, but it's actually just going to be the rest of the players trying to make their way over to heaven, but Noobster holding firm with the USP so far.
Sharp shot to kick things off, but he's going to be pincered on and can't fight himself anything else. So Llamas here from Elbow needs to fight and at least deny the bomb from going up to heaven, because the CTs aren't controlling this position at the moment, and that could be very dangerous indeed. Awkward situation again as APOC goes down. Llamas falling to Jinx, so trades favouring Chiefs at this point. It's the 3v1. Void now last alive over in lobby at least, so might just be able to work the timing, but he's doubling back over towards Squeaky, and at least he has the dualies, so 2 guns is better than 1. But can he clutch out the round?
He's down in the bright bomb site, and that's the first thing, but he doesn't have a kit, so he's going to have to start making a bit of a move on. As soon as he opens the door, position's compromised. Smoke still covers the rest of the boys as Humongous making his way through Secret after winning that duel over on top of Annex earlier. And I said this round is pretty much over and done for. Flashbang allows some of the T's to peek out, but not much Void can really do. He's going to try and break open the door. I'd like to see a knife.
Yes, well, that's beautiful. What's going to happen. On the flank, Humongous gets it done. Bit of BM and a bit of extra money in the bank there for the Chiefs. Heading into the second.
Extra money.
A lot of extra money. Enough to buy that AK. And happily get that upgrade as well. I think he got the cheap body armor there too, because he's only spent 4,100, has full kit, full utility. You truly love to see it if you are a Chiefs fan, which I'm sure there's a lot in Twitch chat right now.
Oh, I'd love to see it as a fan of Counter-Strike to someone getting knifed in the back, because it just means that, hey, you have not been checking your positional awareness. So now a full send out into Secret. No nades really from the CTs to stop it just for now, but oh, there's one HE, but it's just fallen short of the mark. So it looks like the CTs have to start making a bit of a rotation. So Noobster and Llama's just full committing to the drop underneath, and the control room windows now being broken by APOC Dud. That's going to help out Llamas.
Noobster here as well, so he does also have another helping hand here.
I've seen Chiefs lose this round in an exact situation before to a guy called Herbs, but it looks like it's not going to happen this time around. They're able to recalibrate and do a lot more, at least able to return the fire.
Gap on this edge of the smoke. Burnt doesn't spot the man. Manages to sneak his way through. Denies Maker any bomb site control. But now in this position, he has to rely on Pairs to deny these rotations back towards the A site. Into the vent, bomb goes, and Pairs finds another. So it's back to the 2v2. And now a chance. Burnt might just be able to pick himself up a weapon on the rotation. No, committing to the deagle, both him and Pairs.
Yeah, and Pairs has managed to secure this Annex position nice and early. Still has body armor as well. No kits for the CTs to play with, unfortunately. It's all down to this hot duel right now. Humongous, though, watching in the right direction, but down to 32 at this range. Deagle only needs a single bullet, and it's a headshot as well. Jinx challenges it. Now it's a one-on-one, and Burnt's going to win that. How has this happened again? At least it's not a 1-5 in this case, but I have seen Chiefs lose from that exact situation before. 2 people in control room, they lose the opening deal, and they go on to lose the round. Ground zero, big force buy, nice and early on. The only thing you can say is that Chiefs at least got the bomb plant down, and that Humongous got the knife earlier, so it means that there's a little bit of cash for them to work with.
Speaking of the big man, Callum pulling out the Callum magic, burning them alive, and pulling that one from the brink. That is it. And back to an even scoreline, 1-1. Chiefs unable to win the anti-eco.
I mean, it was a force buy, but still it was really messy, and just all the eggs in the same basket means that it's just kind of gone Humpty Dumpty on them. And they've cracked their head. They're going to force into this, and that's a wise decision. Ground Zero's economy is not the best so far either.
Oh, but can they deny the cross? Smoke's coming out after the contact is taken. AKs might just be able to get the job done, but it's the M4s to draw first blood. Hugo's down. But red control still there, and Apoc Dart is going to be isolated with that bomb for a moment. Now, we'll have to rely on his teammates to take some control.
Ooh,
speaking of, it's actually just going to be him taking the heads off. Burnt can't go toe-to-toe this time with the Deagle. Oh, off angle from Noobster. Sent down to 6 HP, but he does not want to go for the re-peek. Waiting for the boys to come and help him out, but that AK is doing so much work already.
This is great from the Chiefs so far. I don't know how Skull Hunter's winning a duel at that distance, a Galil against an assault rifle, but it's managing to work out. And now aggression, challenged aggression, should I say, as now Maker's managed to pick up an M4 and Void's making a lot of noise and he's not able to flit out in time. He does spot out the rest of the players, and Annex, though, and is able to dance back in the hut.
So at least trades some map control, but gives up the site. So Ground Zero could go for the retake. Timing almost working out for Noobster. Was very low as well.
This is a one round for Chiefs. This has to be a huge misplay coming out from the Chiefs, and I don't think they're going to be making the same mistake twice, so it's good that they've gotten the cobwebs out nice and early. I mean, there's a player stuck in vent, and the problem is he's the healthiest player as well, so Flashbang comes out to allow the rest of the players to get back in, but Jinx is still in the same position. They can't flush him out. That's the problem.
They're committing to it. They don't want to lose it, and it was just not enough. Jinx goes down to 7 HP, but it is him and Apoc Dart last alive, getting those trades and getting another round on the board there for the Chiefs.
I mean, Ground Zero might have to force up again into this. I mean, and the problem is that the economy is just absolutely trash for the CT side at the moment, but you have to risk it because you know that the T side economy, you can't let it build up on Nuke. It's so dangerous to do so. So rounds being traded back and forth so far.
Now it looks like Chiefs going to be prioritizing Outers control again. Burn with the Deagle wants to do it again. Try to get some redemption for getting his head knocked off in the previous round. But Chiefs, they're going to go for the close Outers control instead. Annex is smoked off. Burn here at credit card. Repeaks a few and only cops a single bullet. Wants some more as well, continuing to fight, but Chiefs now starting to wrap into Warehouse, starting to take that outside control.
This is very dangerous. I don't think they can really take it at the moment, but it looks like Burn finally punished. He does a lot of damage though and gets a lot of information, buys a lot of time. So hopefully Ground Zero are able to rotate around and try to make this work out.
Great utility as well, just to wrap the whole way around to help for the Chiefs.
So Ground Zero have this lobby control, but Maker, is he still on the roof? Which is the real question. Yep, he's going to punish Noobstar. And that should pretty much give away for Chiefs. Okay, we've lost lobby control, and that's fine. We can either take unders through Secret, or we can take A together through Annex. But they pretty much got entire control of the map at the moment, and there is absolutely nothing Ground Zero can really do.
So the flank coming in through ramp is going to be a whole lot of information. That's a MAC-10 found as well as a kill. The B site is now controlled by Chiefs, making their way down just in time. The rest of GZ in this position, surely just going to go for some exits with those pistols. Look for some upgrades.
Just save.
Yeah. Carry that armor across into the next, which will save them a couple of thousand in total.
And not just 1,000 as well, building on top of that. They've got 4 flashbangs. Like, instead of going into almost an unwinnable situation on that underside, let's use those flashbangs in the next round to try to catch them by surprise. Maybe a lobby crunch nice and early. You've got some fast-firing weapons. Or even just a couple of outers flashbangs to try to ruin what Chiefs are trying to take at the moment. So
they've got 4 guns. They've got the 3 pistols as well as that MAC-10. So it's pretty much another semi-eco. And an opportunity to cause some more financial damage to the T's.
I just had a great thought for a weapon skin idea with the MAC-10, just with your charming face on it. I just call that the Mac Daddy.
I would use that weapon.
Can someone? There's got to be someone with some great photoshopping skills. Like just plaster a face of Mac and just call it the Mac Daddy, the Mac-10 Daddy.
Just have the schnoz moustache and eyes on the side. Surely. Well, it is going to be out of control again for Chiefs, all the way up on top. I believe Burn was actually spotted making his way into the corner of the boxes there
I think so, because Skull Hunter's mollied it, but Burn just slowly crab walking his way forward. He's pretty much in a situation where he's absolutely doomed. So a single flashbang used, unfortunately unrewarded so far. But they've got 3 more flashbangs left to use on the side of Ground Zero. Pairs is 2 of them, and he's still challenging with the Deagle.
It's hunting for the 1D. It's Noobstar. Get some info there, just having the USP. Didn't have a lot to work with, but this is the info that needs to be gained, but it's death from above. Hugh comes in on the top of Annex. No, he was actually over towards Secret, rather.
That's a pretty good trade. A Mac 10 kill as well as a rifle being retrieved, so that's going to be pretty solid, but still, Chiefs in control of this round as they manage to make their way into Secret afterwards, and they get all the way into unders. I think for this, Pairs, yeah, I think he's fine to challenge if he's able to get an exit. He's in a much better position to try to pick up a kill, but looks like he's having double thoughts of it.
I haven't spotted it, but do we have the new smoke bang no scope hieroglyphics?
I don't think so.
In the kill feed?
I haven't seen them today, so I don't think we have any Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Bugger. I was excited. I thought we'd get to see some crazy kill feed action. What was the other one? The other one's smoke bang.
So through the edge of the smoke.
Blind.
Yeah, blind and no scope.
Yeah. And apparently, the cool thing about it all is if you see a wall bang and a smoke bang and a headshot, the bullet lines up on all 3 of them.
But it also makes the kill feed really long.
Oh, yeah. Real long.
So Chiefs,
just like Mirage games.
Well, we're not on a Mirage, and we're on a Nuke where Chiefs are once again in the lead, but now finally a proper buy round coming out from that CT side, which you'd be pretty happy about for Ground Zero. Utility to work with, AWP in the hands of Noobstar, the no armor. As Chiefs looking to change up the tempo and go fast out A. They're walking straight through a Molotov. How has Maker just sprinted through and just gotten 2 kills on 12 HP? Can someone explain to me? Ground Zero, go safe.
The smoke didn't extinguish the molly. It bounced straight through it.
And he still gets 2 kills.
And Maker's like, we're going, boys! Straight through. 2 kills. And as you said, safe called already by GZ. They know how impenetrable the A site is once it's been taken. And you haven't taken any of the T's down with you on that execution. So, GZ certainly didn't see that one coming.
Oh man, they're losing guns as well, which is definitely not good. And all the T's pretty much retaining control of these weapons.
Hey Kev, this is 5 rounds on the T side already for Chiefs.
That's regulation.
It's looking very, very similar to the beginning of Mirage. Chiefs just taking a whole bunch of rounds really early.
I mean, that was just Maker just full sending it. It's just someone just told him to send it, and he just went, yeah, sure, no worries, yeah. Well, APOC
that's
goes,
it, you know? There's the Molotov that was there, and any reasonable human being would look at the Molotov and go, okay, look, it's Molly. They're not going to be running through that. 3 men, boom, straight through the Molotov.
Maker's just like, send it.
Stamp it. Post it, send
Ground Zero just had to receive it, and they were found wanting.
The mailman delivers. Well, there it is. 5-1. 4-round lead for the Chiefs currently. Jinx leading the charge in terms of ADR, but it's Maker with the final shots to get those 7 kills. There's GZ, slower start. Pairs just on the single frag so far. Not seeing a whole lot of action. Noobstar leading the charge.
Pretty rough in all honesty. You look at how Ground Zero's half has really been, right? So you lose the pistol, which is kind of a 50-50 at this stage. It's down to whoever hits better shots, right? Look at this. Maker's just going. He's just full driving it, and he just gets 2 on 12 HP. So, I mean, you can't complain about that at the end of the day. But, I mean, back to the point, right? Ground Zero win a really good force buy. But after you win a force buy with only 1 or 2 people left alive, your economy's not in the best situation. The Chiefs have money. Instantly reset into double eco, and you just lose it because Maker's just killed you. And you don't have the money to really just get your way into this half just yet, which is the hard part. Ground Zero aren't losing because they've been playing poorly. It's just 2 critical rounds they've lost, and that's it. Their economy is in the bin. This game's not over just yet. But
not just yet.
It is firmly in Chiefs' control right now. They've got a great money lead on the T side, which is what you love to see.
Well, good molly.
Yeah, that Pairs is burning. So is Noobstar. Oh, it hurts.
Very ambitious there, trying to work the timing in the Molotov, but it is going to be Chiefs who come out the victor with some free damage onto those CTs.
They've got so much map control as well. They're so far down into ramp room. They still have lobby control as well. Because Llamas is thinking about sneaking his way up and clearing it. It could be absolutely huge, and he finds the timing.
Massive.
As Maker still somehow alive, and Apocdud finally closes it up with a double. He doubles down. Can't send it down to Unders though. Burns managed to make his way into control room. It's Humongous. Spots the drop and spots the player in A. Oh my goodness, this is so chaotic. I can barely keep control of this. And both players are on the Unders site. They can't do anything.
Yeah, so Humongous being in that position as well allows him just to completely control the upper bomb site, and now the rotations are going to be killed. And it's all to Burn. 1v3. Maker's quite low, so there is an opportunity, but the money's not there. And is it worth just carrying across a rifle into the next? That's the real question here. He got himself a kit, so I'm going to say he's going for it.
You can always do it. We've seen it happen before. But he is not looking at the right angle, and it depends if Maker clears this or not.
Well, surely Maker doesn't get away here.
Nope.
There it is.
So all retrieved. Yeah. Maker delivery service. There you go. The mailman himself.
Just delivering it to the wrong side this time. And that's going to be the AWP at least carried across. So let's see if Noobster has any impact, or does Burn just keep his hands on it?
I mean, that was looking so good as well. Llama's able to do so much damage. He's tagging Maker down so low. They've got the numbers advantage, but Apocdud, critical 2 kills, and the Humongous is able to strike at the right time. Manages to find the timing through Annex, and that's pretty much that round over and done for at that moment.
Yeah,
Chiefs
Llama's lost
right
that 3k to CSGO, though. Llama's just lost that 3k to CSGO. There's no way that Maker survives that.
He did.
Anyway, great game. Burn now, very aggressive into radio.
Yeah, he's got the armor, so fair call for him to kind of pick up the AWP. And we have seen him use the AWP before in Apocdud. He's just all the way down to secret already.
But Noobster holding W like a champion. Is Maker going to be ready? No, not for more than the single. Noobster just draws the attention by jumping across. It's pairs to trade. Now that's going to be 2 rifles in the hands of GZ, one of which is that AWP. But, oh, Void just doesn't clear that properly, so Humongous gets away with his life there at Outers. Still just lurking.
Yeah, Humongous is just trying to find the timing at the moment. He's got all this control of Annex, so as well as his vent, so he's going to be coming down vent pretty late. 3 players from Megaton, though, stacked up. But no utility really for the CTs to get the way back into this, which is the problem. So it looks like they're just going to go for exits at this point in time. They haven't really made a bit of a move on.
Just jiggling through. Util comes now for the T's to get info, but that's another gun retrievable. And with that, the CTs are happy as Larry trying to back their way through. Skull wants to try to go for the trade here, but it is going to be Llamas still lurking there, and that's 4 rifles taken out of this round. That is a large win in my books, but it's still Chiefs taking the round and putting 7 on the board.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, yeah, sure, Ground Zero have a lot of rifles to work with, and maybe Chiefs getting a little bit too over-enthusiastic, but they've got so much money to buy with. You're up 7 to 1 year T-side, you've got 10k in your bank accounts. Yep. Look, at this stage, I would be doing whatever I want, right? This is not Mirage where you go, we've got 7 T rounds, we're in control, we can do whatever we want now.
Yeah.
You're on your T side and you're this far ahead. Like I said, though, for Ground Zero, they really haven't then had their opportunities to really strike. This is the part where they have to make it work out, though, right? If Chiefs are able to win this round, it'd have to be a phenomenal T side from Ground Zero to get the way back into it, and a really big failing from Chiefs on their CT side.
Well, looked like it was the fake faster uppers approach, trying to bait out extra utility. Great flash, allowing Skull into Annex there.
Beautiful delayed entry, and this is a bit of a different look-up that we see from the Chiefs. I mean, it looks like they've done some working in this timing attack, and this is what I mean. It's that Chiefs are able just to change up the tempo, and they go, all right, watch this, right? We're going to pretend we're going fast A, because Ground Zero have it in the mind, we have to drop our utility and focus. Flashbangs come out. There's nothing you can do as an Annex player. And it's just, once again, I feel like this is what we saw 2-3 rounds ago. Straight into a save.
The crunch was just disgusting. And it works. So, congratulations to the Chiefs for picking up an 8th round, seemingly uncontested, just by throwing the perfect utility.
And that is what a perfect execute and a perfect read looks like, is because you cannot do anything as a CT side because you've been read like an absolute book.
Yeah, and they're quivering. It's Noobster trying to fight from this position. Llama's on the off angle, at least finds another. So there's exits coming through, but as you said, there's so much money in the bank here for Chiefs and GZ to get back into this half. Is going to have to find everything. Well, they have in this round, but it's exits again. So it's just rifle saved across. And at least with the money they've got, there's another buy to come through.
And the problem is right here is that Chiefs can do whatever they want and they can just, maybe we can rush in again, maybe we can go somewhere else. It's just beautiful synchronization from Chiefs, able to get all the entries, just pushing their players at the right time. There's just nothing that Ground Zero can do. And that's so hard that's so hard to do on the T side. Now that's just down to practice as a team, fixing the flaws and getting it right.
So Pairs Molly missing the mark there. But it doesn't matter because Chiefs aren't going for that faster approach this time. Now Burn, he's going to be stuck at red as Chiefs seem to be fully aware of him in this position. Or maybe not. So just preemptively firing. Hugh is just going to lurk outside of Annex, one of his favourite positions to sit in. And it's a matter of who moves first in this setup at Outers.
Maker's just managed to sneak his way completely through. He's just shift walked all the way in, and Noobstar, at the very least, able to claim some control for now and retake this ramp control. So a 1-for-1, but that's going to favour the T side every single time.
Yeah, so that was a matter of timing, and Maker was the victor, but he got traded. So let's see if it matters. Burn wins that very drawn-out engagement at Longers. At Longers? Outers?
Longers?
Longers. All right,
That's a new one. That's worse than Shoebox.
It probably is, let's be real. However, Void is going to be stuck here at CT Vent. Pairs has the supportive flash to allow him to get aggro.
Oh, I love this. This is beautiful from Chiefs. That is great because that allows them control of this Unders bomb site. Ooh, a great jump through from Skull Hunter. And how does he survive that? Drops a Molotov as well. And now allows Skull Hunter really great positioning into Megaton. Double Molotov forces him back, but Skull Hunter needs to be on the chase. 3-on-4. There it is. That's the numbers being reset. And now the CT is a bit struggled all over the place trying to retake this position.
It is even numbers though, so still achievable for Ground Zero, but not clearing the angle before pulling out their utility. Almost sent him down, but it's Void to be the saviour. Burn and Llama's fighting Jinx, and it's all up to Skull. He's already done a bit of work here, but can he finish it off? Or pulls that one back, going to be stuck here at Dark, but Void knocks him out of the shadows and down to Hell instead. There it is. 2 on the board for GZ, but is it too late?
At least they get a single round on the board, and I mean, Maker's money is pretty poor at the moment, so there's a chance for Ground Zero at least to get a couple of rounds, get the groove back in, right? We saw that on Mirage. As soon as they got the groove back in, they could definitely do some damage.
Yep.
For Chiefs, though, once again, a 3-on-3. Could have gone either way. A couple of missed shots from Apoc Dud, and that's pretty much the round over and done with.
So what have we got for the Chiefs? Not a lot in the bank. So if they lose here, maybe a force, as we do head to the 12th, but time will tell.
Oh, and Burn trying the same thing time and time again, gets punished by Apoc. I said gets punished, and then he misses the jump.
He's punishing everyone, including himself.
Yeah. He just probably goes, I need to take the damage to just give them a bit of a chance.
Yeah. Imagine
I just like playing Counter-Strike in hard mode.
If he got tagged, that was just a suicide. That was just rough. But he didn't, so at least he lives on. Pick from Llamas as well to even up the odds. Daryl Maker May falling. But can Chiefs lurk their way to Secret now? The smokes are there.
Ooh, great entry from Jinx as well to just deny even further control. So even though Noobster comes over, it just means another gun that's being trained over at Outers, and instead one less gun being trained at Unders and Llamas. He was able to get that entry. They're not going to expect him here, surely. 50 seconds, though. The T's have so much time to play with and clear out the positions.
Well, Molly going to a nice position there, but Llama's still up on the rafters. Not going to be packed, though. Mugs comes in for the trade. Noobster on the edge of the smoke, managing to find another. Needs some more, though. Dancing around Mega. Can't quite go through. Both the T's eyes on his position. Needs Pairs to help him out, but that bomb in such a hard-to-retrieve position.
This is all down to the 1-on-1 between Humongous and Noobster. It's all down to timing. Looks like Noobster found the perfect timing as well, just dancing around. All down to Apoc Dud right now, and he doesn't know where the other player is. That's the issue. He's suspecting that Pairs is in decon. But Pairs has actually managed to make his way over to the control room side. And with 10 seconds left, I think this round's over and done with. He's trying to make his way back up through vents.
Oh!
And he can't hit that shot.
That would have worked if he hit it. He had 5 seconds to get to site, would have just had enough time to plant. Crazy play, crazy decision-making, but it didn't quite work out there for Apoc Dud. So GZ back on the board again. 2 alive at the end and 3 on the board. But even if they claw this one back, the majority has already been found on the T side by Chiefs. And that's a lot. Why are you replaying that, Blake?
That's hilarious. You just hear the clot and it's just like, I've made a mistake.
He broke his legs, both of them. And still almost managed to clutch that round. But that's a tale for another time. Because we're live, back here.
Yeah, a lot of damage being incurred at the Outers position. I think maybe a couple of HE grenades or some good tags from the rifles. But once again, Chiefs managed to take the secret position and burn. Looking to pursue forward, does a little bit more damage.
Crazy, crazy.
He's still alive though, and he's just able to just deter Chiefs from pretty much sending it further.
Drops that defensive smoke just to make sure that the T's won't be pushing through it. We're hoping they don't.
I would actually like to see that Chiefs actually take the Xanax control instead and head back through uppers through vents. Right, a complete change up, because I don't think they can really commit to the unders position. As the spray through from Skull Hunter just tags him down very, very low. We found that position was wall bangable earlier thanks to NAF probably about a year ago.
Yeah, but I've never seen it hit anyone in a game I've casted, and that was perfect. Burn getting binked, was it 2, 3 times?
Yeah, he's
massive
down to
damage.
Yep, so they are going to be heading to the gay bomb site, which is what I like seeing. So a couple of good flashbangs from this vent position can flash out the player in heaven as well as Annex. Smoke comes down at the right time. Beautiful flashbang.
Oh.
And we saw that earlier on the retake, so now Pears and a great crossfire with Void as well. And it looks like Pears able to lock this down. Finally, some gunfire work in the favor of Ground Zero.
Huge couple of picks. Llamas, I believe, coming in as well just to net that final kill. And there it is. 4 on the board for GZ. Finally starting to find that momentum again. But at this point, even if they find 7, they're going to have to carry it into the second half. Hope that they get that pistol to try and string it together. But that's what they did.
Exactly.
On Mirage.
That's what they did on Mirage. So it's definitely not out of it just yet. And it's good to see Ground Zero coming back into it. And I mean, like I said earlier, it was a lot of the rounds was just out of their control because they didn't have the economy to really fight it, or they just got completely red. Now they're a little bit more settled down. Now Chiefs are being tested a little bit further to see how they can crack their way open into a bomb site. This is much better from Ground Zero.
Noobstar aggro angle here, straight into trophy room. Can he find himself a trophy kill? The T's very standoffish here towards ramp, but at Outers, however, throwing that annex smoke, looking to potentially wrap to hell. Heaven player Llamas gazing out, making sure no one goes to secret for free. And with that, we do see Chiefs rotating back, looking to group up towards lobby, I'd say, maybe even a ramp bust. Noobster still has all that utility to play with, but just the AWP means that multi-fragging could be a difficulty.
And he drops the Molotov at the right time as well, delays this even further, and he decides to go aggressive on the back of this as well, which is great. Has he spotted out Maker?
Yep.
He barely spots him, unfortunately misses the shadow.
But spots the bomb, and that's a bit of information. A large bit of information for GZ to play off, especially considering there's 40 seconds left. Llamas finds a first. Maker, however,
see, that's what I mean.
Entry.
That's what I mean by decision, like poor decision making that's happening. Look, it doesn't cost them the round, luckily. But if Pears goes down in that position and they drop down vent, like you said, 40 seconds left. Why is Void opening squeaky?
Good question.
Which is a paramount question, and you
Boys,
just go.
we saw bomb in radio. Oh, I'll go get it. Boom. Who's there? It's Void.
It's Void. Oh, I'm dead. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
But it's just those decisions where you just kind of scratch your head and you go, it wasn't a costly one, but if you're making those decisions in non-critical situations, imagine your decision-making during critical situations.
Yeah, of course.
Tactical timeout being called by the Chiefs because they want to make this a good half. 4 being 1 in a trot now for Ground Zero. The late resurgence in this half. Guns now coming out for Chiefs once again, but it's going to be a question of how they're going to crack open the bomb site.
Oh, Maker. Very sharp today. Both looking and in terms of aim.
How do you know about his looks?
I just assume he's always like that, you know, that thing of him posing.
Oh, yeah.
What a beautiful, what a cracking photo that is.
If you post that, he's just going to post the photo of the Kung Fu Panda. That's really pixelated as a response. So
we'll see.
All right, much slower round coming out from both sides. Ground Zero not really going aggressive anywhere in particular. And Llama's great opening onto Apoc Dud. There's a jump to draw the fire, but Llama's not going to be reeled in. Numbers advantage already in ground zero, and they're just going to reinforce this ramp's position with Noobster getting a little bit aggressive as well.
He's on that high off angle, gets himself a leg, but he gives up his life for it. Llama's at least there for the trade, knows that more could be coming. Drops himself a smoke to buy some time, but that's going to be ramps control given. Man advantage maintained, and another found as Hugh on the lurk. Going to be destroyed this time from the back of warehouse. No annex control for the big man.
Yep, and this ramps up hold has been absolutely perfecto so far. As Burn might be able to find the timing, and there it is. Bomb's been lost. Makeup, last man left standing. At least he's got some HP to work with.
Retrieves that bomb eventually. Void shoots to try to draw attention, and it's not quite enough, but Llamas still manages to hold that line from ramp. Denies any extra control. Denies a plant as well, which is huge in terms of Chiefs' economy going forward. Will be in the bin, and it is the final round as well, so it's going to be a mixed bag as we do head towards the half.
I think with Chiefs, this is just a round where you just need to kind of send it, so can't really get any more out of this half. You're pretty happy with this. Llamas has been absolutely phenomenal so far this series. 17 kills once again on the CT side. Able to lock down this critical ramps position and just making it look so easy. I would say for Chiefs, this is maybe a bit of a look in towards an A-Sites crunch once again. It worked so well last time. You don't really have the utility this time around. But Humongous has already managed to make his way into Secret. And now out comes probably the execute onto A.
Or Burnt with the aggro is looking very good. Skull pulls his knife out, gets away just barely. But at the cost of what? No trade coming through there. Void as well with the cover. I believe the bomb is in radio there, so that's full control.
No, it's in hut. But it's in hut at the moment, but it's in full control of radio and Squeaky, so yeah.
The bomb?
Yeah, the bomb. It's in
radio.
It's lobby.
Lobby, yeah.
Yeah, not radio.
You said hut. I was like,
my
what?
bad.
Bruh.
I meant lobby. That's my bad.
What?
It's at the forklift, which would have
call
existed.
things different names now. Anyway, let's see if the man with the movement speed, at least with the Mach 10 there, can get away with murder. Doesn't have to peek to get the bomb and will. Beautiful movement there by Apocta just to get away. But now, how do Ground Zero react? That is going to how the round is going to be influenced here.
I'll tell you how they're going to react. They're just going to hold the bomb site and shoot them.
Ah, good. Perfect counter-strike.
Yep. Hold your sights and just shoot them in the head. And Burn's going to demonstrate this, right? He goes, all right, there's a grenade here. There's one annex. And he misses every single shot at the end.
Oh, underarmed smoke to try and buy some time. Defensively, Llamas on the... Oh, it's actually from Heaven. I thought it was Void getting those kills. But it is going to be Llamas to deal the deathly blows and bring it to an 8-7 scoreline. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, second half on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere to see how this one goes.
passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Book a plane, fly away. We will never be the same. And as long as you are mine, come on and run away. We wanna run away. We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away.
Second half is upon us. It's Chiefs taking on Ground Zero with the 1-round lead as well as the 1 map lead so far. Can they close it out here and now as they head in to the defensive side, into the counter-terrorist side here on Nuke, which is usually the stronger side? It looks certain, but we've seen stranger things happen, and it's GZ's time to shine.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that comeback from Ground Zero earlier on, so might be able to see another one, as once again, the opening just works straight in the favor of Ground Zero, and Apoc just cannot hit these shots.
A little bit too far away. Burn straight down that vent at the beginning of the round as well, but they might just double back. Showing the bomb, showing themselves going over and all the way through Secret. That's going to draw a whole bunch of rotations. 4 CTs invested at the B side, but the bomb goes through first, and that's almost the round. Maker in the corner can't get anything done at the moment. It is going to be Skull and Apoc just denying anything. No crosses, no bomb, nothing for Ground Zero.
And the problem is these lurk players, they aren't able to find anything, so it means that as they push in Chiefs, they're just establishing a crossfire at the moment, so Burn just going to try to make his way into control once again, but the CTs are just so healthy. And they just run straight into a crossfire. Burn's at least able to take down his countermark in Apoc Dud.
There's 3 more men to get past, and Skull, sneaky corner to sit in. Swinging eventually. Close range, 5-7, deadly weapon. And there it is. 9 on the board. Chiefs find themselves that second pistol as well. But can they hold the anti-eco this time? Because they didn't before.
That's the question. So, I mean, last time they were on the anti-eco on the attack and they decide to charge into unders together. Yep. This is the time where they just go, they have to be on the receiving end. So,
ooh, there you go. So those odds have changed into Chiefs' favour a little bit more heavily.
I mean, expected so far, because obviously this game is slowly starting to get out of the grasp of Ground Zero Gaming. So, not much you can really do as GZ. I mean, it's just been a rough CT half, and it looks like it's just going to be full Glocks at the moment, just seeing what damage they can do.
Good start to the round. Apoc Dud with that A1S, just looking to tap away.
Good nade as well.
Tap it in. Oh, that nade came from heaven?
I think it did. It came from someone on the A-bomb site.
Unless it was Hughes.
Wait, Noobster just threw the bomb back because he realized he had the bomb.
Awkward situation. And he at least gets away with it. Just a very slow approach. Ground Zero just looking for anything to turn the round back into their favour, but it's going to be quite hard. Run boost across there as Void's just making a whole bunch of noise, but the bomb might just cross. There it is. But they know where he is, and Chiefs react accordingly. Just looking to deny this bomb plant, deny any cross. Jinx fast with that MP9. Fast movement speed, as well as the fire rate, and $600 to boot.
Yeah, you know who was not really good with the MP9? Humongous.
Oh,
that was shocking.
Look, let's not talk about it. He's done some crazy things, just not right now.
Yeah, that was crazy. I've never seen anyone miss so many shots. Whoa.
I think
Unfortunate.
On the EU broadcast, they were talking about doing a whiff of the week, so that might be our contender.
Not just yet. I think I've seen some worse ones. That was not the worst so far. So, look, that was the pretty easy eco dispatched of by the Chiefs and some money in the bank. But this is the serious round now. Ground Zero have the weapons to play with. And Chiefs instantly decide to boost up on that ramps room to try to utilize the power of the MP9s at close range.
Burn just gazing from above here. Up on the silo. Which I was reminded the other day is called Marshmallow. But I just haven't heard people call it that for a very long time.
Yeah, they're not wrong. It used to be called Red Rock, I think, or just Rock.
I think it was Anders calling it Marshmallow. I was like, what? What? I haven't heard that call in years.
Yeah, neither have I. I still occasionally call Annex Mini. Some of the American just leaks out of me. They're in Mini, guys.
Yeah.
Well, they're coming out to ramps. None. No one taken down, so pretty easy take for Ground Zero. They're going to be happy with that. They're just going to take it to unders. Humongous. Can't see a whiff this time around.
Yeah, big entry at least, but they need some more, and Humongous is just waiting, looking to go for the body block if they try to bust through the smoke, but he might work the timing himself. Just waiting for the smoke to fade. Llamas, will he be at the ready? Sneaking forward into a slightly less dangerous position, but can he find himself Hugh here? Hugh doesn't clear his back. It's back-to-back at the moment. Llama's walking the other way as well. Oh, they haven't noticed this. And Llamas might just call that the site is completely open here. Drops down, but it's not heard. Humongous doesn't react as now they're heading towards the upper bomb site.
Yeah, that's all down to just the fact that they're able to hold on. And unfortunately, Llama's just not checking that critical angle. Means that's all over and done for with Ground Zero. They've just read a little bit too much in that situation. And the fact that, I mean, that's a big risky play coming out from Humongous. He doesn't get a single kill, but he wins that round for the team.
Surely Llamas made the call. Guys, B site looks clear. At that point.
Too late.
When you have ramp control.
It's too late at that stage because they assumed that all the Chiefs just decided to commit and drop down, but because Humongous was there.
Crazy assumption. Anyway.
Crazy assumption, and that's a huge round because that means that the MP9s just won the round for them. Back to an eco for Ground Zero, and Apoc Dud just instantly goes, hey, how's it going? I've got...
yeah, good.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Void, drive by.
Shuts the window and shuts him out of the round. And another for Llamas. These Tech 9s are looking so good since that recent update. And boom, another maker hitting straight back with the AK, but pairs with the Deagle isn't done.
Where's the bomb, though, is the real question. It's all the way out in a bit of a tricky situation, and Pairs decides to recover the AK-47.
Oh, but he goes for the slow cross.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that was the wrong decision, given the scenario. And there it is, 12 on the board for Chiefs, who are 4 away from taking their first W here in ESL 1. Road to Rio for Oceania.
But another buy round for Ground Zero to make the impact. They were able to get the opening kill last time, but this time they're not against MP9s, they're against full rifles, which is a bit more of a scarier prospect. And why is Humongous having the AWP from Napoc Dud not?
Spawn? Maybe?
Yeah, potentially so. But do you trust a Humongous right now with his aim?
Oh, of course. You always got to trust the Humongous man, or else how is he going to get that confidence back?
By doubting him harder.
Well, he's got some disposition.
Some people become stronger when you fuel them with hate.
Of course.
And you know what that leads to? It leads to the dark side.
Well, it leads to May the 6th, you know, well, which is today, by all regards. Anyway, well, that is another lost round for GZ, it seems.
What just happened?
There was crossfires established. They tried to go for the upper bust, but Chiefs said, nah, mate, look, we're hitting our shots today. And then our Noobster is as well, who's down on 33 HP, at least gets himself a line, looks for some flicks. But this flank is slowly coming through as well, and Apoc Dud should find himself a second unless Noobster goes forward, which he does. And he's doing the dance with himself right now, and it's Apoc Dud to find it. There it is, 13 on the board. Chiefs with a perfect round, all alive at the end. and immaculate defenses on the A side.
Can't complain. It's just Aim Deal's just winning it at the moment, and I think this is a bit over and done for. The best chance that Ground Zero had was sprinting at people with Tech 9s, which doesn't really give you hope at the moment.
Yeah, well, Chiefs certainly getting every single round so far in the second half, and that momentum shifted in their favour. Ground Zero now looking to go for a push towards Outers. 2 CTs here to defend, however.
Yeah, really good HE grenades, though, coming out on the defensive effort, which means that... I mean, Apoc Diddy is not really hitting some of these shots, but already so much damage being incurred on the venture down into Secret. And Skull Hunter's already at Vent, just kind of chilling out and using that one, or using the edge of the smoke as well.
He's going to spot those toes on the cross back over, surely. With that, a flash will be dropped. Gains the line again. That T-flash just not hitting the mark, but it is going to be Skull doing all the hitting, connecting every single bullet on those heads, and there it is. 14 on the board, doubling the score of GZ right now. That's a 7-round gap, and a long way for Ground Zero to go to get back into the game.
Yeah, I don't see it, to be honest. It's just too difficult at this moment. If they were able to get a couple of T rounds, able to kind of push the CT economy down low nice and early and try to get that confidence and try to get into the heads of the CTs, maybe it could have worked, but in this instance, Chiefs are just playing as a better team. Winning the aim deal is just playing confidently. They're not too scared about it. This is going to be a ramps test, but I don't know, man.
Well, we'll see, because Maker is getting very aggressive, trying to go off the confidence, but Hugh is hiding in that smoke. Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Oh my goodness!
No way!
Oh, has he done it again?
In behind the T's. Surely at least 2. He's
Oh my
them.
Goodness.
Jinx doing a good job too.
Has No T just looked at it and gone, what is this smoke grenade? Is no one finding it suspicious? Nonetheless, 4 and 2. Bomb does manage to go down. Now the T's have to take some pretty strong post-plant positions. It's going to be difficult. One stuck at Megaton.
Llamas needs something, but he can't find it. It's all up to pairs. 1v4. It's looking very bleak, but can he fight for it? What's the timing? But it's Hugh to hit the shots, and that was a ridiculous round from the big man, from Humongous. And look, the only thing I can think of is you throw that smoke to deny any T-mollies coming through, maybe, or maybe they thought it was someone else's, but you don't look at that. You don't stand there and go, there is a CT sitting in that smoke, baiting his teammate that damn hard, and the trick play comes out at the perfect moment. Noobster even took a shot at it.
Oh my goodness, he just missed by barely an inch.
He's like, that's weird. Disregards it, turns around after that to bait him out. But unfortunately, missed 2. One where he could see him and one when he didn't even know he was there.
You can see that massive moment where Noobster looked around. There's just a huge exclamation mark. It's like, what was that? So Void's going to try and send it out through. Oh, man. He tries to go through Squeaky, but it looks like Chiefs at the moment just have the complete read of the situation. Just complete shots across the board at the stage. And Humongous going to elevate himself. He's going to go even higher. He's going to go even huger by the looks of it. Another one. He's going to drop down. Finally punished. He finally gets killed, but I mean, for what at this stage? It's 15-7.
Boom. Good damage and potentially a chance as Llamas gets that trade at least and full control of ramp. But that bomb is isolated at out as it needs to cross. It's Noobster. He gets a kill himself and it's back to the 2v2 now. So GZ on the edge of the cliff. Will they fall down? Or will they fight for their life here?
Yeah, a bit interesting to see what Chiefs are doing at the moment. They're playing very patiently. They're still sitting both members over at the A-bomb site, the upper bomb site. And it might just be another case of Ground Zero just overthinking the situation and coming back into the danger zone. You can see Llamas is just clearing all of Outers and making his way into heaven.
Skull in a good position to retake A though, so looks like
both of them in a good position to retake A, and you can see that every so often Jinx spots into heaven, and I mean Noobs is still committing up through the vent, and it's all down to a 1-on-1.
Oh, but look how close Skull is. Just goes out on the first tap as well, and there it is. Chiefs just clutching it out, 16-7, 2-0, taking their first W here in ESL 1 Road to Rio. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to a